to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the SMU Mustangs offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab on the shot. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
On the set. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. 42 Spider. 42 Spider. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man across the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The play action fake. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Daly. He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The short hands, it's Lacey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Here comes the heat. The throw. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Blue Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The inside handoff. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off play action on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the run as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time player.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, SMU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Daly. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Wants to keep it in the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it. Jet unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, they're after him. Fires
No.
on the move. Picked off to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off play action. Quick strike complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Fighting off the defender. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are
Grabs it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the quick game. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Mustangs. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Hurt.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. It's Daly. Get it out on the screen. Jukes his way for more. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line.
Could you watch?
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Got a man, it's Humphries. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll get rid of it. Can't connect on his first throw. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. The give to the back. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. Wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snap from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense has it with really good field position. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Got his man on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. The give from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Just when they're looking run, now up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Touchdown, SMU! And the route is on. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Washington. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Creates a little space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Grabs it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Hits the afterburners. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's past the 30. At the 40, there he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacey. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, oh, it's passion. Your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Going right to work up top. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And some room to work.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, SMU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Finds his target down the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw on third. It's complete to the left. Running free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Duke. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
48-14. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Bring in the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.